cold night, a deserted street, and a strange woman. Her dancing is not just entertainment, it's an invitation to death. Will Carla survive this terrifying night, or will her last breath end with the shadow that dances? A story where every step leads closer to death. Do you dare to watch till the end? It was a cold, desolate night. The icy wind howled through the narrow streets of Belgrade. The only light came from the dim street lamps, flickering against the oppressive silence. Carla, who was returning late from a party with her friends, suddenly froze in her tracks. She had seen something strange. On the side of the road, a woman in a white dress was dancing slowly. Her face was hidden, and her arms moved rhythmically through the air. She seemed like a shadow, as though she belonged to some other world. Carla's friends noticed too, and one of them laughed lightly, saying, "She's probably drunk, let's just ignore her." But Carla's heart was pounding. The woman wasn't just dancing. Her movements were unnatural, terrifying. There was something off-putting about her rhythm, as if she danced to a silent, sinister tune. Carla's friends kept walking ahead, but she couldn't tear her eyes away from the woman. Suddenly, the woman's movements grew sharper and faster, and she slowly lifted her head. Carla's heart skipped a beat. The woman's face was twisted into a ghastly smile, her eyes like deep black holes, filled with an unspeakable pain. Then, the woman pointed directly at Carla. It felt like all the air had been sucked from her lungs. She could feel an invisible force pulling her toward the woman. Her friends grabbed her, urging, "Let's go, now!" But Carla remained transfixed by the woman, who was now moving toward her at an alarming speed. Carla's gaze dropped to the woman's feet. They weren't touching the ground. She was gliding, floating in the air as though she were a shadow or a ghost. Terrified, Carla began to step back, her voice trembling. She's not real." By now, her friends had also noticed the woman's unnatural movements, and panic set in. They ran toward their car, but Carla stumbled and fell to the ground. The woman was now closer, and Carla could feel her icy breath on her face. The woman whispered softly, "You will come with me," before her voice dissolved into a bone-chilling laughter. Carla's heart raced. Her breath came in short gasps. She tried to push herself up, but her legs were shaking uncontrollably. The woman's steps quickened, and her eyes gleamed with a predatory hunger, as though she had found her prey. Finally, Carla screamed and mustered the strength to run, but just then, the woman vanished. Carla and her friends exhaled in relief, but a haunting feeling lingered that this was far from over. They quickly decided to drive away, leaving that eerie street behind. When they arrived home, all they could talk about was the strange woman. Was she a ghost, or something worse? But when Carla reached her bedroom, alone, she felt a cold presence. A shadow on her wall was dancing. And then, that same dreadful laughter echoed in her ears once more. The next morning, Carla was missing. The police searched everywhere, but she was nowhere to be found. The last image captured of her showed the same woman in white, dancing in the air outside Carla's home. The viewers realized that the boundary between reality and shadows has blurred, and no one is truly safe. If the spine-chilling story of the Serbian dancing lady shook you, then you cannot miss Mahakumbh Tantric. This video takes you into the world of India's most mysterious and dangerous tantric rituals. Do you want to uncover what goes on in the dark corners of the Mahakumbh? Dare to face tantric powers and strange events. Watch now and dive deep into this terrifying mystery. If you liked this story, please comment and like the video and subscribe to the channel.